Back across for Brennan Evans with a slap shot. Scores! That'll be the first one of the year for Brennan Evans. Blind pass, got through for Evans. A wrist shot, tip, scores! That wasn't Evans again, was it? Evans for the hat trick on a breakaway, out of the box. He shoots, he scores! Brennan Evans with a hat trick.
9 goals in your career until recently. Picked up the hat trick. What went through your mind there? I mean, after all 3 goals, really.
You know, it was kind of surreal. Like, I don't really. It was just a weird night. You know, like I went and bought a couple lottery tickets last night. Like it was. It's nice to have, you know, just to kind of maybe when I'm done, I can look back at it. No, I had a hat trick one game, but it was definitely weird.
That third one goes in. Well, even before it goes in, you're on a breakaway. What are you thinking there?
Well, I took a look to see if that guy was going to catch me, so I knew I had some room, and that's all I got in my bag is low blocker. So as soon as I got it, I knew I'm going low blocker, and luckily enough, he came off and I got it.
How much grief have you taken from the teammates?
A lot. It's been pretty much nonstop from last night even until today, and I'll probably keep getting it.
We all want to know, how come Brennan Evans got a hat trick before you?
I asked myself that same question last night. You know, I haven't had one. You know, just how it goes. I guess I got to start playing with guys that can pass the puck, unlike Mink. You know, 4 goals on Monday and doesn't return the favor. So it is what it is. Happy to see him get it, though. It's a pretty special moment for him, and it's cool to be a part of it.
Who's the least likely guy on the team now to get a hat trick?
Dean Arsini. Dean Arsini, guaranteed.
Oh, what a jerk. I don't even want to comment on him. I mean, it's a total fluke. He's got no skill, and I don't know, he must have paid off the goalie.
Well, we've got a little bit of a side bet going because we're not really, either of us are offensively gifted, so.
Well, the first one I was happy for him because you always want to see guys like us get at least 1 goal a year. The second one, I'm like, are you kidding me? It like took a nosedive, hit the ice, and went straight up crossbar down. I'm like, come on. And then when Cracknell, we were killing the penalty, I was out there, and Cracknell headmans the puck out of the guy coming out of the box, and for whatever reason I didn't realize it was Evans, and I see the 44, I'm like, come on.
That was a crushing blow to him last night. That was probably the sweetest part for me, was getting 3, the look on Dino's face.
He deserved all those goals. He's been playing some really good hockey, not just, you know, from last night, but he's been playing really well, so I'm happy for him to get those goals.
Have you ever had a hat trick before as a kid growing up? I know you haven't done it as a pro.
Yeah, probably as a kid. I was actually trying to think of that maybe when I was in Pee Wee, so 12 or 13 years old, so it's been a while.
Were you a goal scorer back then?
One year I had about like 50 goals. I learned how to take a slap shot before everybody else, so that made it a little easier for me.
Well, congratulations, and hopefully you don't finish with 3 this year.
Yeah, I got a couple more in me, thanks.
Well, Norm, you're out of retirement again like Michael Jordan and just worked a couple of games. I think, what's the count, 14-15? 14-14 total? Over 1,000 games.
14-14. But picked up a new city.
Yeah, how many cities
in
now?
Rockford? 73. That's 3 different leagues.
Slightly older than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're rolling right into the 20th year anniversary of the 90-91 Rivermen team that won the Turner Cup in the old IHL. And boy, as we sat down and prepared for this, we could spend an hour talking about this team.
I want to know where it went, the 20 years. That's just phenomenal that it's been 20 years since that team was put together, because I can remember everything about that year more than I can of what happened this morning. I remember Tomlinson had 52 goals. 27 of them were power play goals. Manji had 41 goals, and I think Vesey had 31 or 32. That was one line.
Yeah.
Now, what they called the second line, which could have been a top line anywhere and could have played in the National Hockey League, was Bruce, Chase, and Emerson. You mentioned Bruce had 64 goals in 60 games. He had 9 hat tricks that year. He had 2 or 3 games, 5 goal games. Emerson had 36 goals, was Rookie of the Year in the International Hockey League. Kelly Chase was the tough guy. He was the enforcer. He gave those guys room, but Chase also had 20 goals, along with 400-plus penalty minutes. Those 2 lines could have played in the National Hockey League with some team somewhere.
You know, we sit here with the banners from that team still hanging behind us here at Carver Arena. The 18-game win streak, of course, was the signature of that team. And there were some moments for a guy, you know, a veteran broadcaster like you. It had to be just amazing to work that season.
It was the most fun I've ever had in probably close to 20 years of broadcasting hockey.
Game 15 of the streak, which was played in here, Peoria is down 3-1 to Salt Lake. 7 minutes to go. Comes back to tie that game and force overtime. And it goes into a shootout tiebreaker. And, of course, that was one of the most exciting calls I heard you make. Dave Tomlinson, the captain, standing there, last shooter at center ice.
If Tomlinson scores, it's over. You'll know by the crowd. He picks it up. Blue line, between the circles, in, shoots. Yes!
You had the opportunity to make some calls on Michel Mongeau. Saw him do something over 2 nights that we just don't think anybody else has ever done.
No, and we don't think anybody else ever knew it, but you and me and Michel Mongeau. In a 2-game span, he took 8 shots, 5 in one game, and made all 5 of them, and 3 in the next game and made all 3 of them. So he had 8 straight shots with 8 straight goals. And if that's not a record, I sure would like to know what is.
Picked up now, loose puck by Michel Mongeau at center. Mongeau 1-on-3, gets around a couple of defensemen and goal, shoots and scores! What a play, Michel Mongeau!
So, it wrapped up in Fort Wayne, Game 6, on a nice May evening with Dave Tomlinson just walking the puck all the way down to the doorstep and nailing an empty netter.
Jablonski picked up a loose puck, the goalie, and threw it off the near glass, and Bruce picked it up, and Tomlinson was wide open, along with a visitor's stick that was thrown at him on the ice, and Tomlinson skated around the stick and walked in with 10 seconds left and put it in the empty net. 3-1, game over. Turner Cup, Peoria.
Yeah.
Peoria needs a shot at the open net. David Eminian slips it down the ice. Dave Tomlinson will pick it up. Peoria has won the Turner Cup!